New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Good morning, prayer warriors, and welcome to another edition of Morning Prayers. I'm your host, Rev Z, and it's my pleasure as always to be here with you to engage in the sacred art of prayer and connect with the vibration of the divine. Trust everyone is having a great morning so far and looking forward to the day and looking forward to uplifting the light within to shine and help the whole humanity. So what's going on, everybody? I trust it's been a while since I've been on the prayer call. I've been kind of busy with some work stuff and life stuff, but I'm back in the swing of things and looking forward to raising these vibrations. And so first and foremost, I want to give a shout out, if you will, to all the Muslims that are listening or that may be listening later. I want to say Eid Mubarak. The fast of Ramadan ended yesterday. And today starts the celebration, several-day celebration of the Eid al-Fitr. And so it is fitting that we extend these greetings and celebrations to our fellow spiritual travelers, knowing that there is no place where God is not. And for all those who raise their mind and heart and soul to the level of any kind of worship that increases our understanding of ourselves and the divine, is well received. And so I think, that is fitting when we look at the whole idea of prayer and fasting. I don't think there is a community, a spiritual community, that does not use or utilize prayer and fasting as a means of going within and a means of really taking a deep dive look at who and what we are and what our connection is to the divine. So we want to say, let's do more of that, no matter where it is or how it is. And so we're going to close that on that, and we're going to say some good morning shout outs to our audience here. We're going to say good morning to Wayne. How are you? Trust all is well. Good morning, Ursula. Everything on this end is fine. Maureen, glad you're checking in with us this morning. Kathy, hey, know it's all is well with you, and same with you, Linda. Just lovely for you guys to be here this morning and engage with life. And so I think a starting place for today for me is this whole idea of a revolution of the heart. A revolution of the heart. Now, what does that mean? Revolution of the heart, in my mind, is this idea of being open to possibilities, being open to try new things, being open to accept life as it is, knowing full well that there is a solution to every problem. There is a upliftment to everything that is low. There is a celebration for everything that we experience in life. And so that is the mantra I would like to submit today for everybody to check into. A revolution of the heart, where we begin to open up. As we see the country now, we got the vaccines out and the country is slowly opening up and people are beginning to mingle and communicate again. As we do that, let's be open. Let's be open. Let's not be suspicious of everybody. And yes, we need to take our precautions. And yes, we need to understand that, we're still dealing with a pandemic and a situation that needs to be attended to. But at the same time, we can exude that energy of inviting people in, having conversations, not complaining, not talking about all the things that used to be. Excuse me, because you see, I often hear this term, we're going to reinvent ourselves. And in my mind, that says that we're going to take the same old stuff that we had before. We're going to move it around in some kind of way. And we're going to call that a reinvention. And I would like to submit that we invent, period, that we create something totally new in the way we act in community, in the way we act towards each other, in the way we act towards ourselves, more importantly. Because if we're not in alignment, then everything that we do will be out of alignment. So we want to make sure that we are first in alignment, that we have opened our hearts, that we have allowed the Spirit of God to come in and infuse us with the new idea, to infuse us with a sense of hope and upliftment and celebration. And then all else will be given unto us, because we have created, as we know in this teaching, we have created that vortex. We have created that energetic field that will create itself to support itself. Because that's how God works. God says, you take one step towards me, I'll take 10 steps towards you. So we just need to make the first step. And then we just keep stepping. Just keep stepping. And before you know it, we will be in this magnificent place where we are creating our own future. We are creating relationships and communities that are in tune with each other and in tune with the intelligence of the universe. And so with that idea of being in tune with the universe and in lockstep with the divine, I'd like to go into prayer. And so let's just take this moment right here, right now, to in our hearts and mind, recognize the power that is God. That power that has not only created the human being, but has created the pebbles on the beach, that has created the leaves on the tree, that has created the birds in the air, that has created the fish in the ocean. And as we recognize all these created things of the divine, we recognize the diversity and the immense power and understanding of the mind of God to create such a vast array of things and people and places and animals. And yet they're all connected. They all create one ecosystem. They all create one planet. They all create one place where God is always present. And so we know right here, right now, that in that scheme of life, we are also always connected to God and to each other and to the very idea of love, light, and insight in everything that we do. And so as we recognize and understand our connection with each other and with God itself, we say yes to life. We say yes, knowing that there is no place or nothing that we can't do when we raise our ideas, our consciousness, our mind, and open our heart to the energy of the divine. And so right here, right now, I declare that each and every one of us on this call and those that may be listening later are renewed, are rejuvenated, are uplifted to the magnificence that has been created and placed in each and every one of us. I know that this moment right now, that each one of us will look at life differently. We will look at every aspect of our life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and begin to cultivate an environment where those aspects of ourselves thrive. We will begin to look at how we eat and how we exercise and how we think and how we relate to each other and the spiritual practices that we do. Whether it's prayer or fasting or running or reading or whatever it is that you do to cultivate the spirit and mind of yourself. Because we know that this is the call, is to plant the seed and cultivate it so that it grows and create an ear of corn, which creates a multitude of ideas and everything else from those seeds on the corn. And so, yes, we are invested in this life to be the best life that we can be. And so right now we just say yes to that, and we give thanks. We give thanks for this opportunity once again to engage in life, with a smile on our face, to talk to our neighbors, to smile at the children, to wonder at the bird flying in the air and give thanks for that. Just the idea of seeing that is a glory of God. And so as we give thanks for this life and all that it includes, the ups and the downs, we say yes. And in that yes, we can just release this prayer knowing that there is nothing that is not answered or heard in the mind of God. And so we know that according to law, this prayer has already been answered. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. And so we just release this knowing that it will manifest in due time and in due season. And we are grateful and thankful and just waiting with open arms for the manifestation in our lives and the lives of others. And so we say yes, yes, and yes. And so it is. Amen, amen, and amen. And so right here, right now, we just open up to that idea of prayer. We just allow God to really, really, really open up in our lives today and let it just ooze into the rest of the weekend and open up to the next week and to the next month and to every aspect and every day of our life. And so I want to thank you once again for being here. I want everyone to know, as always, that if you have any prayer requests, please send your prayer request to prayer@ntmedia.org, and someone on the prayer team will get those prayers and send some love, light, and energy to the place, person, or thing that needs some attention, that needs some divine direction or healing or whatever it is. Please send those forwards. And as always, we appreciate your support. So please send any donations or offerings to ntmedia.org and then click the donate sign and we will put that to. And so I am just elated for the day. I have a great day planned to get some work done and do some reading. And this Saturday on New Thought Media Network, we have the Science of Mind lecture series. If you're not familiar with that, we have the Science of Mind lecture series every Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, where we have about 7 ministers and practitioners, and we're going chapter by chapter through the Science of Mind textbook. And this Sunday, I'll be on talking about, I think it's chapter, don't get me wrong, the name of the chapter is part 2 of the physical perfection. So please join me and have your friends join me if you can. That's 9 o'clock on Saturday, Mountain Time, for the Science of Mind lecture series. It's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope to see some of you there. And allow the Spirit of God to continue to open our minds. And now for the rest of the day, as we look at today's schedule, we have Reverend Melissa coming up at the morning sip at 8:30 Mountain Time, and then we got Reverend Steph coming up at Wake Up. Jersey Girl Wisdom's happening at 10 Mountain Time. Then we got Gather, Love, and Thrive, and then the Joy in the Journey. So we have a full day today. I hope you find something. You can go to the website and see what programs are coming up today. But there's always something glorious on the New Thought Media Network or the New Thought Media radio station. If you need some nice music in the background when you're doing your work or just chilling out, go to New Thought Media Radio and get some nice New Thought, upbeat, inspirational music to set that tone for whatever it is you're doing. And so once again, I want to thank everyone that showed up today and just love your presence. Please join us again. And I will be back in rotation. And so please tell a friend or tell another friend to come on in and join us in this prayer party so that we can elevate love, light, and insight throughout the world. And so, as always, I bid you peace, Have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings.